code the early years. Wow, the things you find on the interwebs. Here's a photo of a young Keith Code aboard his Ducati 200 Supersport, aka Elite, shot at Vineland Raceway in New Jersey, 1962, at a US Motorcycle Club event. MO, dang, Keith, how old were you then, like it? Keith Code, no, I was 17. I was born in 1945. MO, you look a lot younger. Blessed with youthful good looks even then. KC, Ahaha. MO, where'd you get a Ducati in 1962? Were there a lot of those around? KC, there were two in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I grew up. My friend Fred, who was a lot older than me, like 26 or 27, had the other one. It was a beautiful bike. I got it when I was 15. I worked in an auto repair shop, and I used to hitchhike out to Pittsburgh Cycle Center to look at bikes and ask questions starting when I was 13 or 14. When I decided I had to have that bike, I traded in my Triumph Cub and I owed like $625. I told the dealer I had a job, and he took my bike in trade and said, "Pay it off from your work." There were no papers. My sister signed for the bike, a handshake nod agreement. Don Martin, the owner, knew I didn't have a driver's license yet and he trusted me anyway. $625 was a lot of money back then, like $6,000 or $7,000 probably. I rode the thing out of there, told him I'd pay him every week and I did. I rode it on the street, all over the place. Western Pennsylvania is all curves and hills, every moment I could I was riding. MO, who shot that photo? You look like you already really know what you're doing. KC, the guy who was my sister's boyfriend from design school who was into photography shot that. It was my first time on a racetrack. But the bike came with Pirellis, and I'd been studying all the pictures of guys in the English paper, Motorcycle Weekly, so I kind of had an idea. That was my orientation. I was taken by that scene, absolutely enthralled. I knew the right helmet and goggles. I also had a 33-1/3 LP from the 1957 Isle of Man Golden Jubilee, with lots of strange sounding two-strokes and Manx Nordens and I think a V8 Moto Guzzi. I was ready. MO, how'd your parents like their child's motorcycle racing habit? KC, they weren't exactly supportive. My mom knew a guy who'd lost a leg, so I was completely on my own. I got a Harley Hummer, my first bike, when I was 12 and I rode it on the street, mostly at night since I was still 4 years away from a license. You had to be 16 to get a race license, too, and your parents had to sign off on it. I told my mom I was moving out if she didn't sign, and she knew I would. So, she signed.